Well, good morning, everyone. This is not quite the final reveal of Frank's Bar and Grill 2.0, but we're awfully damn close. We just got to finish painting up some trim, getting some furniture for downstairs. But I'm going to take you on a small little 2-minute guided tour here to show you the differences of what me and several other people, my nephew Joseph, my brother-in-law Brian, Dan the electrician, Todd the plumber, you name it. This has been 10 years in the making. The basement used to basically just be stone, cave crickets. It was disgusting. Wires hanging all over the place, pipes all over the place. It was ugly. Let's put it that way. One of my dreams was always to finish a basement in whatever house I bought. I thought this was an unfinishable basement because of the low ceilings and all the different obstacles. But like I said, over time, one little thing each year, after a while you start crossing things off the list, and voila, all of a sudden it's another room of your house. So we're at that point right now. I'm going to take you on a little guided tour down the basement. Enough of seeing my ugly mug. No one needs to look at that any longer than they need to. So let's look here. So this is our entranceway. Going downstairs. Okay. As you can see, I replaced the staircase and fixed the ceiling and all that jazz. That little hanger right there was made from a reclaimed piece of wood from the attic, as well as these nifty little hooks, which were in one of the closets. Really neat. They're handmade, but super cool. So anyway, let's go down here. We got a nice handrail. Okay, as you can see, there's still some pipes about. I just had to work around them and incorporate them into the design. I mean, there's not much you could do, especially when you're dealing with like a mess like this. These are all steam pipes and pipes where the water's leaving the house, but they have to stay. So we kind of just painted them all gray, including the ceiling. To just kind of incorporate everything as far as the electricity, the plumbing, the steam pipes, you name it. So this half of the room here is my little workshop. So we have here, we back up, just a various grouping of tools or whatever project I'm working on. And my little workbench and bar stool there. Then, like I said, this side's all utilities. So you got your hot water heater and your big scary boiler. We got some shelving for whatever, buying in bulk, as well as our little freezer. There's water coming into the house. If any of you remember, we used to have well water, and this whole wall here was covered in just all kinds of pumping equipment and well equipment, and there used to not be a window there. We found out that it was just boarded up, so we restored that. And like I said, we're on city water. We are now on natural gas as opposed to oil, making the house much more efficient and cheaper to heat. When we first moved in here, we were spending upwards of $1,200 a month in the winter to heat the house. And we're now around between $250 and $300 a month. So we've come a long way as far as upgrading this house into the 21st century. Now, as you can see, Joe Camel is inviting us into this particular room. So let's see what we got in here. And voila! This, my friends, is Frank's Bar and Grill 2.0. What we have set up here is a little gaming console. We got the Xbox, the Wii, my little Pac-Man and Galaga machine there. So the kids love to come down here and play Mario Kart and Legos. We don't have a couch yet, so we just got some ottomans and a random rocking chair that we don't use anymore. We come back over this way. Nice Jack Daniels mirror I picked up at a garage sale. And ooh, there's me. Okay. This was a old hippie tapestry from Kathy's yesteryear. I had my mom make it into a cool curtain just to kind of give a little separation of the two rooms. Here is, alright, so we can see the bar and grill ceiling. with all our names etched for all time. And this is the bar. We're eventually I gotta find 5 or 6 bar stools to put in there. And then, as you can see here, this is the bottle collection that's gonna go all along this wall. I designed it so they all fit in just perfect. So imagine the whole wall, but we're painting this today, so that's why these are back up in the window. As you can see, here's some more of the bar and grill ceiling. This door was also made from bar and grill wood. The trim around the door was also recycled. So this was all recycled wood. And this little closet here is just a nice little way to hide the electric box and give us a few little extra shelves to put little knickknacks and toys and whatnot, because as you can see, the kids have already taken over my room. But anyway, here's the rest of the ceiling. As you can see, a lot of you might remember some of these old sayings and signatures. And that's how it goes. And this little nice white spot here, once we get this thing fully operational, will be where new people can sign their names. William is chomping at the bit. He can't wait. Keeps asking me. Now this, if any of you remember, was literally a cave or an old coal chute. And I had to keep it open. I would have loved to have just closed it in because it used to be really scary. But we need access to all these pipes and electric wires, and closing it in would have just caused quite a disaster. So we made a tiny little room back here. It's basically just for storage. This is where the dryer vents down into the basement. So I made this little homemade box here, again out of recycled wood and hardware, because I can't throw anything out. I'm not a hoarder per se, but if I see that something can be used again, I use it again. No sense of throwing it in a landfill. But anyway, so that's the new bar and grill. We have tons and tons and tons of wall space for mirrors, bar decorations, you name it. We already do spend a lot of time down here because it's just a different place to escape to. This whole big wall, look at that. I can fit so many beers, it's going to be crazy. I love it. But anyway, enough of my dorkery. I'm signing out for now. We'll have one more video when the whole shebang is done. Maybe a little party footage for St. Patrick's Day. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for joining. It's been a while, 10 years.